Hi, welcome to DCFit. My name is Delene McNeil. I am the owner-operator of this facility. We have currently been in business 6 years, coming up in October. And I just wanted to introduce myself to you and to Jennifer Arbuckle. So Jen, you can come on in. Somebody had to start the camera rolling. This is Jennifer Arbuckle. She also works here and is a trainer. She does our accounting, wears a lot of different hats that we'll explain to you a little later. So about my journey, I want to share with you who I am and how this business began. I started the business, like I said, 6 years ago. I had been extremely overweight. I would say I was obese. I weighed about 260 pounds and took about, a year-ish, year and a half to take that weight off. I had lost over 110 pounds and I've kept that weight off for about 14, going on 15 years now. So I had basically lived a pretty unhealthy lifestyle regarding fitness and nutrition. When I got pregnant with my children, I gained a lot of weight. I didn't watch what I was eating. I did not exercise. And for me, that was weird because I was an athlete in school and I always exercised. However, it was different because I don't want to say I was forced to do it, but I was on a team and it was fun to do. And I thought, wow, I just kind of was missing that after I graduated from high school. So I got married, had my children, and I just never got the weight off. And I gained a lot of weight with my pregnancies. So I didn't take care of myself, and I was in my girlfriend's wedding when my daughter, who is now, she's 15, so when she was 1 year old, I was in my girlfriend's wedding, and she brought the pictures to me after the wedding, and I looked at the picture and I couldn't believe who I had become, and I didn't even look like myself anymore. So from that point on, literally that picture is what changed my life, and I decided that I was going to lose weight, get healthy, and become fit, and I did. And it was not easy. It was very, very hard work, and it's something that you do the rest of your life. I've never not done it now, so it became a lifestyle change for me, not just something that I decided to do as a diet or some crash diet or some sort of exercise crazy thing that I thought, well, I'm going to do this for 30 days and see what happens. It was a lifestyle change. So I became fairly healthy and fairly fit and decided that I wanted to start teaching exercise classes. So I started at my church as a ministry. Started teaching aerobics, which I love, probably one of my favorite things to teach. My body doesn't agree with me probably as I'm getting older that aerobics is probably not my best bet right now, but I love teaching aerobics. I love the high impact. I love just being able to be free and have fun and dance a little bit. So I started teaching as a ministry at my church, and that's kind of what started my fitness journey as a fitness instructor, gym owner, personal trainer, whatever I am right now. I have a lot of hats, I guess. So I ended up teaching at several different locations in Lancaster, different gyms, different places, and decided that I wanted to make it a full-time career. And at that time I was selling real estate, had my real estate broker's license, which I still have, and I worked hard for that, so I'm not giving that up. But I sold real estate for a long time, and I just decided that this is something that I wanted to do. It was my passion. So I opened up a very small business in a very small strip mall, and ended up blossoming into an amazing space that we're in right now. You can see this is part of our 19,000 square foot building. So we have grown from about 50 so people to 750, I think. And we just keep growing, and I wanted it to be a place where people could come and feel comfortable if they were 300 pounds, if they were 100 pounds, but they needed to gain weight, if they had health issues, whatever the case may be. I want them to be able to walk in the door and feel comfortable and get a personal greeting and basically one-on-one and get to know that person. And we have established that at this business. This has become a family, and we know everything there is to know probably about our people, maybe too much. But we have fun, we love what we do. It is our passion, and I do believe that God put me on this planet to help people get fit and healthy. So that's my mission, that's what I'm doing. And I would love to speak to anybody about it, outside of this recording. But I wanted everybody to get to know us, because you might be in a different state. You might not live in Ohio. You may not be in Lancaster, and you may not have ever met me before. But I want to say to you that there is hope, and we can help you, even if it's, on Skype, even if whatever it is, we are here for you. So I just want to turn it over to Jen, but I do need to tell you, first of all, I have a husband named Chad, and I have a son named Logan. Logan is 19. He's starting college on Monday, and my daughter's 15. She's a sophomore in high school. So I have a very active lifestyle, just, with my kids, being a mom and running a business. But I'm trying to find that balance. So anyway, that's a little bit about me. Jen?
Okay, so I, like Delene, was an athlete in high school. And after you finish school, and like Delene said, when you're in sports, you are busy in season, but you don't necessarily develop great habits. Eating, exercise, you do what you need to do for that sport, and then you're kind of finished. So after I finished high school, I went to college, went down and worked for Walt Disney World for about 3 years. Then I came back to Lancaster, and I managed Max and Irma's for about 18 years or 19 years. And I managed the one here in town for several years. And I found myself at about 340 pounds topping out. And it was probably about 38 and a half. I didn't have a big aha moment. I didn't have to look at a picture. I tried not to be in any pictures. I took the pictures. So I just kind of said at 38 and a half, I would really like to start living a healthy lifestyle once I turned 40. Knowing I had about a year and a half, I might not have lost all of my weight by the time I turned 40, but at least I would be healthy. I didn't live healthy in my 20s or my 30s, and this was kind of the chance I had to make the change. So Delene had just opened. She opened in October. I started with her in December, and that's kind of where I changed my life. And it was hard. I had been to a gym in town, and I was excited because we were doing things, and I thought, maybe I can start feeling like an athlete again. And I went one time and kind of got a preview of what it was, and everything we did within the gym. I went home and I did it in my house for probably 2 weeks because I wanted to get better. I struggled, and it was probably a 10-minute workout, but I struggled. And I finally gained some confidence, and I called and said, hey, I'm ready. I want to do your 5 a.m. I've always been an early morning person. I want to do your 5 a.m. class. And I was told, you're probably not to that level yet. And that was crushing. So I took about another 3 or 4 months before I decided I wanted to try something. And Delene had opened. We had mutual friends. And once I started with Delene, we clicked. I think she kind of knew where I was coming from. And I worked hard through it. I kind of want to, can you take over for a second while I do a costume change?
Oh, yeah. So anyway, Jen and I had spoken via Facebook Messenger, actually, and she wanted to come in and, sit down and talk. And I said, well, that's great, but we have a spinning class, so I'm going to need you to wear your workout clothes. And she's like, oh, okay. So she shows up for a spinning class. Oh, wardrobe change, come on in.
So just to give you an indication of what the difference is, Delene, can you pull that side up?
Like that?
Kind of, yeah. So I was excited when I started working out because I was finally able to fit into the chef coat that I had for Max and Irma. So I don't know if it shows well on camera.
It does, I think.
But I lived 20 years that this wouldn't even have fit me. It's here, and that's hard to get by. But the reason I did this, and I haven't pulled this out for anybody up until this time, because I want you to know that this is where we come from. Mm-hmm. We get it. We want to find the people also who are afraid to step foot in the gym. I get it. I tried it in my own living room, trying to get that confidence back.
Me
so,
too.
And like Delene, I believe that God put me on this earth to help pay this forward. I lived 20 years over 300 pounds, and I never was sick other than being overweight. I didn't have diabetes. I didn't have heart problems. I had nothing wrong other than I was overweight, and it's because I ate too much. I mean, I have no illnesses. It's just something I had to overcome, and we still struggle with every single day. That doesn't go away. but I feel like this is why I'm here, to pay it forward. I am passionate about it. As a fitness trainer, as a group fitness leader, and kind of as a life coach, and a self-proclaimed life coaches, because there's always a root of what's going on, and we kind of want to get to that to help you move forward.
Yeah, and something else that I guess, I don't know, something of importance is just knowing that Jen and I are regular people with regular problems. We've had cancer, broken legs, broken femurs, broken kneecaps,
Broken
neck. Yeah, a lot of crazy things. You might want to put us in bubble wrap. That's the joke. Hardy hard, not so funny, but I will say things happen to people all the time, and you have to find a way to adapt and work around those things. So we have become basically, I will say, geniuses at coming up with workouts to work around something that might be not working on your body, because there's always something. So whenever you come into the gym, or any type of workout you're doing can be and should be modified based on whatever you're dealing with in your life at that time. We are really, really good about doing that because we do it for ourselves. Because we're normal. We're average people.
We're normal.
We're normal. Well, we think we're normal, but we do make mistakes, and we do things, like everybody else in the world. We live our lives, but this is, we practice what we preach, and we do what we say we're going to do. And I think that's so important. And just having that one-on-one with somebody and being able to connect to the person that is coaching you. And I do call myself a coach. I call Jen a coach, because that's what it is. It's having someone coach you through life. And we have coaches too. So those are things that you have to establish, mentors in your life. So allow us to be those mentors for you. That's why we're here. And I think you can speak to anybody that works with us, on a daily basis that will attest to that. So I really don't have much else to say other than, thank you so much for your time and for listening to this video. Sort of uncomfortable sitting here talking to a video, but anyway, not everybody knows who we are, so we just wanted to share our hearts with you and hope that you can make DCFit your home, maybe in your living room. Maybe you're not physically with us, in this building, but we hope that you're able to be part of our DCFit family, even from your home or wherever you might be. So, Jen, do you have anything to add?
No. Again, thanks for your time.
All right, thanks, guys.